and we are underway. We will have new World Tag Team Champions. Let's find out who will walk out of here with the championships. Quest and Brass to start. And Brass, now you don't match power with Brian Brass. This kid's got a lot of power, Fallon.
Kids all, well, there's a phrase I'd like to use, but we do have little kids watch this at home, so I won't use that one. But this kid is just wow, I'm about to say amount of power, but a lot, oh boy.
Rockwell now trying to get the fans behind the XC Express as Gavin Quest off to the ropes. Shot to the midsection, Brass puts the brakes on. Knife edge chop by Gavin Quest. Irish whip into the corner goes Brass. Monkey flip. Brass on his feet. What agility for the big man.
I think I heard Gavin's nipple scream.
Do they have nipples after that exchange? And there's the tag. In comes Rockwell, and in comes Hardway, the AWA veteran.
Stereo exchanges from both teams as now the other partners get to experience a little hard-hitting action.
The fans rallying behind Joe Hardway thanks to their manager Cha-Cha, rallying the troops. And you know something, say what you will, Fallon, about the XC Express, but they have picked up victory after victory after victory here despite their actions.
Oh yeah, despite their actions and the fact that apparently they're now real sharp dressers. I can't fathom wrestling in dress slacks. But anyway, yeah, XC Express, Rockwell and Gavin Quest have picked up major victories in the last few months in order to become the top one of the top challengers for the tag titles and find themselves seated number 2, while Brass and Hardway as the former champions find themselves seated number 1, and there's a Rana.
Beautiful Huninkan Rana by Joe Hardway. And he's in the wrong part of town, right hand by Brass.
Oh, this is not going to feel good.
He's still in the wrong part of town. There's 2 atomic drops. And the tag to Brian Brass. And you know something, there may be no better cohesive unit in the AWA than Brass and Hardway.
Brass and Hardway probably one of the best tag teams in the AWA right now. Look at this.
Drop kick on the money. Oh, wait. Good call by Carl Curland. Brass is the legal man, not Hardway.
Yeah, Joe had a little mental lapse there. He completely forgot.
Gavin Quest. Flapjack. Shades of the Midnight Express. Another Express.
Another Express. But I definitely will say this. Probably Brass and Hardway, one of the top 2 great tag teams in the AWA. Unfortunately, the only team, wow.
That was 3 chops in one. 3 chops consecutive.
Brass hit him twice, and then Joe caught him with one. The only tag team I would have to say probably a little more fundamentally sound than Brass and Hardway might have to be the former champions, and I hate to say it in style and finesse. Oh, hello.
Oh, my. Ecstasy Express join each other on the floor. And they're a cohesive unit now as they're both down and out.
Uh-oh. I think Brass is going to fly.
Suicide dive as Chris Rockwell lands on your best friend's lap.
And I don't think she appreciated it. Neither did he. And I think Brass is going to be very nice.
Wait a second. Khalil LaGuardia. Here comes Joe Hardway. Beautiful senton!
Senton. Hardway had so much momentum, even took out his partner.
And Hardway's up and he's ready.
The former champions are looking dominant, looking to regain their tag team championship. But XC Express, they're still wanted, they're still hungry.
Hardway and Brass with the advantage. They want those titles back around their waists. Rockwell now. Oh, they both get cut off at the pass. And keep your eye on the XC Express. Rockwell just running into the ropes. Oh my! Suicide dive through the middle rope. Takes out both Hardway and Brass.
Quest now directing traffic.
And this is one thing that I don't think Brass and Hardway want to match with the XC Express. They don't want to go aerial with these guys. And Rockwell with a smug look on his face. There's a cover. And Gavin Quest only able to pick up a 2. You know, Fallon, you were talking about underrated wrestlers in the Grim Reaper, and yes, I have to agree with that statement. But one guy who is very underrated, in my opinion, is Gavin Quest.
Yeah, Gavin Quest, one of the journeymen here at AWA. There was a very long string there where Gavin Quest would turn in phenomenal matches, one-on-one or in tag team or in 3-ways. But he would just find himself on the short end of the stick, whether he was losing the decision himself or just involved in the loss. And then all of a sudden, Chris Rockwell returned here to AWA, and he sort of came back into the life of Gavin Quest. They've reformed their old tag team, now calling themselves the...
You talked about reforming that team. They may be better now than they were about, maybe say, 2 years ago.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like they're more crisper, more hungrier. Because you also believe it's a lot more experience behind this team. These two guys have been around the East Coast, have been around the Northeast, making themselves better pro wrestlers, and subsequently, as they become better wrestlers, they become a better tag team now that they are back together.
I mean, these guys, they don't care about anything except winning these tag titles tonight. We've seen them spit at the fans. I mean, Rockwell almost got into a fight with Adolfo in the crowd. I mean, these guys don't care about anybody but each other, and they want these belts tonight.
It was the fight not just with Adolfo, but other members of all of our fans that resulted in their suspensions as Joe fighting out of the corner. He got caught, though.
Joe Hardway gets caught. He doesn't know the meaning of quit, Joe Hardway. He's going to try and fight his way out of this corner.
Hardway is fighting all hard. Gavin Quest.
Oh, double stomp into the sternum.
And then wisely dives over, takes out Brian Brass.
And Carl Curlin's got to get one of these guys out of the ring. And Chris Rockwell and Gavin Quest with an advantage. And they're using smart tag team wrestling, almost shades of another Express, Midnight Express. As I said earlier, they're cutting off the ring with Joe Hardway, not letting them get to Brian Brass.
Well, it's great smart tag team fundamentals. Isolation. You keep one guy in the ring for a long period of time, deliver lots of punishment. Nice leg drop.
And Brian Brass able to break it up. Also, what you notice, found the intervals between tags between Quest and Rockwell. They're both spending a lot of energy in the ring, leaving that fresh man on the apron. Now with Rockwell getting the tag, he may be the freshest man in this match.
Oh, absolutely. They spent a lot of time. That's the thing. It is isolation. You keep one guy in the ring. You make quick tags with your partner. You deliver the punishment to your opponent. Bring the freshman back in when you need him, and periodically when you need to, you bring in the other guy in the ring to distract the referee, and you deliver some underhanded tactics. It's smart, fundamental tag team wrestling.
Rockwell over the top rope. Hardway gets caught coming in with the right hand. Rockwell up on the top rope. Beautiful back elbow off the top. And there's a cover. There's one. There's two, and no. Joe Hardway able to kick out at 2. Joe Hardway with the heart of a champion, not giving up here tonight.
Yeah, but Joe's taking a lot of punishment. He's got to start thinking about how he can counter something. Wait for something to be done to him by Rock. Well, there you go. Ask it, he shall receive. Nice spine buster.
Shades of his partner, Brian Brass there. And now is the time for Joe Hardway to make that all-important tag.
A testament to Joe's heart is to be able to come out of nowhere with that spine buster. But now we look to see which is the smarter tag team. See which one's more fundamental. And there it is to start. Watch Gavin Quest here. Whoa. Watch Quest.
Oh, cut him off. I mean, you want to talk about good tag team wrestling? Yeah, it may be, but that is still illegal at the end of the day.
It is still illegal. Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? This isn't just a tag team match, Mike Lewis. You've got to remember, this is for the tag team champion. We are fighting for gold here. It is balls to the wall time. Throw the rule book out the window. Do whatever you can in order to win. As Jesse Ventura once said, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Rockwell with a big kick. Here comes Quest. Big forearm in the face, and I don't know, Fallon, how much more Joe Hardway can take as a double face buster. There's a 2, and Brian Brass again there breaking up.
Brass knew they would probably be going for the pin. He was ready immediately to come in, interrupt the count.
I don't know, Fallon, if this matchup would have been over or not. Because Joe
right, Joe is taking a beat. We don't know if this guy could have been the end of the match. I mean, yeah, they hit him with a nice double T move, but it wasn't a big-time, high-impact move that could have put Joe away. Joe probably would have kicked out, but you can't take that. You can't take that fact. This is your partner you're talking about. You always look out for him, and that's why Brass jumped right in there to make that save.
Rockwell with a choke now into the cover.
Actually, no, look at this. Shades of the old Von Erich. He's got the claw.
There it is, shades of Kevin and Kerry Von Erich. And Rockwell now. Irish whip, in goes Hardway. Up and over the top, Rockwell hits his sternum into the top turnbuckle. Hardway, springboard, like Lariat connects.
Again, this is the opportunity Joe's been waiting for. Another opportunity.